man, it's been a long time. What's up, guys? A happy Monday. We are here for Motivational Mishy Monday. We hope you're having a great day, that you feel encouraged. Today, we have a guest, Seaux Chill himself, or now he goes by International Chill.
International Chill, that's my name now.
So International Chill.
Yeah, but you can just call me Chill.
Oh, goodness. Or you can just call Chill for short. Chill for short. Oh my goodness. Today we're talking about self-discipline. He wanted to talk about self-discipline, but let's define that.
Yes.
Okay, so the Oxford Dictionary defines self-discipline as the ability to control one's feelings and overcome one's weaknesses. The ability to pursue what one thinks is right despite temptations to abandon it. So that's the Oxford Dictionary. So based on that definition, Seaux Chill wanted to talk about the struggles of self-discipline, talk about why it's so hard, our personal stories with it, and how we can overcome it. So let's go with the struggles. What do you feel like the struggles with self-discipline are for you?
First things first, sometimes I just want to do what I want to do. Like,
that's true.
It could be for like, okay, there's like a couple different things. Like for like health, for instance, you know that you're trying to like get to a certain weight or get to a certain whatever, build like a certain routine with when you allow yourself to dip into some unhealthy food versus healthy food. But me, like, I'll put my mind to it, but then be like, a little cake pop from Starbucks will hurt.
Yeah. Wait, how many calories are those? How many calories?
I don't know, but
no.
I know for real though. But like so small, we're just like a little bit of this won't hurt necessarily, but at the same time, like.
So you struggle with the temptation to abandon the self-discipline.
Yes.
I can feel that. Like, it's kind of like New Year's resolutions. Like, you make a New Year's resolution and then you're like, yeah, and then like the first 2 weeks you strong, and then by the third week okay, you like don't want to abandon that comfortability.
It's true.
And that's what I think I struggle with too, just being comfortable in that place. You like kind of remember like, well, that was a nice routine at first. Right. Like, this is harder. This requires more time, more effort. Like, so that makes sense.
More focus too, like.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because you like, if you think in long term, then the decision now will make sense. But when I don't have that long term vision, and it's just like. Right now, in this moment, this feels like it's going to do me well. Then I just abandon the plan.
Oh my gosh.
It's not good.
I like the part in that definition that says to pursue what one thinks is right. Kind of what you were saying. So how do we even know like what is right sometimes for us? Like you said, like what's right, what feels right now may not be right for us in the long term. So it's like, how do we decipher, okay, is it right for us forever? Is it right for us just right now for the next few months? Like, you know.
It's tricky. It can get difficult. So that's the first thing I wrote down was just like when I want to do what I want to do, and when that want goes against what self-discipline would say is the proper course of action. You know what I'm saying?
Give us an example. Give us your personal story.
Well, okay.
Oh my.
This was about, what is it, 2019 right now? Okay. I think I was in high school, so around 15 days. So that's like, what's 2019 minus 8? 2011?
Yes.
11, 12, somewhere around 2011, 12. It was a holiday season, and I'm sure your family has holiday traditions, right?
Oh, yeah.
The bakery goods that your family do those,
like what do you mean,
sweet
like
potato pie or like?
Oh yeah, like
the
pastries. Yeah.
Okay, so my mom, every year, she makes muffins and loaves, so they're like bread type things. So she'll do like sweet potato, and she'll do like a pumpkin thing or like a chocolate chip thing. But my favorite is the eggnog muffins.
Eggnog
You don't like eggnog?
You know what it tastes like to me?
What?
Bubblegum. Like a weird bubblegum flavor. Yes.
That's
Sorry
weird.
to those who like eggnog, but
no. Big shout to those who like eggnog, because y'all know what it is, and y'all know that eggnog.
That's gross. Anyways, go ahead.
Okay, so she makes these eggnog muffins, right? And what she does is she'll just make a whole bunch. She'll do the prep work and then save it for when it's time to give it out to family. So she makes a whole bunch, and this is like our family's gift to the other families.
Okay, yeah. So yeah.
So there's one year, and these my favorites. Keep in mind, like these my absolute favorites. And she takes the time out to make samples for our family.
So she not only makes. So she makes samples for everybody else in the family and also has samples for you guys personally.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Do you guys each get a loaf?
No. It's just like a little like thing, like maybe like yay big.
Okay.
Of like something just for the family.
Okay.
And then we get access to it when it's time, but there's like a waiting period.
Oh,
and
wow.
See,
this is a deep tradition.
I messed up because during this waiting period, my mom, she's smart. She put the number that's in each little Ziploc bag. She put it in the freezer. So it's like I bake all this stuff, put it in the freezer, so that when it's Christmas and it's time to go, like we Gucci to go. She don't have to like do nothing last minute. Man, them late night munchies be hitting.
Don't tell me you ate all of them.
Listen, all right, I didn't eat all of them. What I did was, say there's like a jar of M&Ms, and you take one M&M out that joint. It's not gonna look like you really did
but
no
how
damage.
many did you take?
Exactly. So that's what
but
I was
how
doing.
many did you actually take?
My problem was my perspective was like from the moment each time I was going in to get the eggnog muffin, I wasn't thinking like, dang, like 2 weeks from now, one is gonna make a huge difference. So I don't know how many trips. It was a good 4 or 5 nights where I just took a couple little eggnog.
A couple, not even just one.
No, a couple out the bag.
Oh,
yeah. Now self-discipline would say you gotta listen to your moms. Like your mom said, don't eat these muffins. Wait. I didn't want to wait. So my mom was so mad when she went down. Like it came down to time to go downstairs to for her to get the muffins, and she saw her bag, and it was like, they're empty. And she was like, who ate these muffins? So this man was like trying to ease the tension. He was like, well, it wasn't me. Because I know that. Right?
Gosh.
And I'm just like, I had to say it was me. Like, my siblings couldn't help me out. Like, it's just like, I was the only one.
You gotta be honest. At least you were honest.
Well, I was, yeah. She just threw the bag at me. She was just like, here, take them.
Oh, wow. She
so
wasn't even
bad.
sugarcoating that.
Yes.
She was like,
so
you ate them, so you could have them. So in that story, you showed no self-discipline.
No.
What you thought was right was you eating those muffins because you were hungry and you wanted them now,
so
instead of waiting for the waiting period.
Yeah, I didn't wait.
And I think that's actually important, but it goes to like your what you were talking about with health. Well, you're talking about like New Year's resolutions. Like nobody wants to go through the waiting period. Nobody wants to go through the process period of being disciplined enough to get to that point.
It's true.
You always just want, like you said, what you want right then and there, what you
moment,
think is right at the moment, instead of being disciplined. So what's the opposite of self-discipline? Actually, I think I looked it up in the Oxford Dictionary. I should have written it down.
Non-self-discipline.
Okay, how about like a lesson? How about a lack of control?
Lack of control, yeah, that's a phrase.
Yeah, a phrase.
Yeah.
That's a phrase.
You
But
get
yeah.
reckless, like.
Yeah, reckless. There you go. Yeah. So I'm trying to think of a time in which I wasn't self-disciplined. I feel like right now I can think of, for instance, I'm becoming more self-disciplined actually with the gym.
Oh really? Yeah, you've been on your grind. Like,
yes, and we can thank CD7, my boyfriend. We can thank him.
Big shout.
Because literally, like he like loves to go to the gym, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try. I know this is something you love to do. Whatever. I never in my short-legged life. I'm not even tall. My short-legged life thought that I could go to the gym. I could do push-ups. Want to do push-ups, want to do crunches. But the more that I go, it's become a routine. And it's become a discipline of like, okay, you go to work, even though you're tired, you go to the gym as a stress reliever to sweat it out, not think about what just happened at work or whatever, and then you do it. And so becoming more disciplined in that area. Now, I'll tell you, there are weeks where I only make it maybe once or twice, and I'll tell you, the next time you go, it kicks you in the butt. It kicks you. So like, it's interesting though when you do become self-disciplined and then you like stray from it, and then you see the consequences immediately. So for you, you didn't wait.
Right.
And you strayed from it,
Yeah.
and then you see the
And
consequences
the
immediately.
consequences.
Even though you got what you wanted, then
Yeah.
at the end, but it didn't feel as good, right? It
No,
didn't
it
feel
truly
as
didn't.
good.
Yeah. What is it, like immediate versus delayed gratification? It's
That's
like
important.
this concept of like, yeah.
That's important.
Mhm.
Immediate gratification.
Immediate gratification.
This is the world that we live in. We
It
want
is.
it now. We want what we want, and we
do.
want it now. So,
Okay.
okay, we struggle with it.
Yeah.
So how do we become more self-disciplined? What do we do?
You know, I think like everything else, there isn't one answer.
Mhm.
I think it's a combination of a bunch of different things. I think I wrote down a few things, like one, squat is important, and that kind of ties into environment, which I also wrote down of like, you know, if I could give another example, that's not necessarily related to self-discipline, but like in terms of dreaming, like you don't know what you can achieve if it's easier to know what you can achieve if you see it around you all the time. You know, if you're constantly rubbing up against energy that is like encouraging self-discipline, then it like, you know, it creates within you a desire to be self-disciplined in a way.
Yeah, like an accountability partner.
Exactly.
Or more.
Or, yeah,
like
not
a whole squad of them is what
yeah.
you're saying.
A whole
Yeah.
squad, yeah.
That's true.
And that creates your environment, and it's like, that can help create your environment.
It's inspirational, motivational.
Yeah.
I will say too, like every time I do end up going to an event or something, and I do rub elbows with more creatives who are doing what they want to do or doing the things that they've always dreamt of doing, I'm like, I can do it too.
Yeah.
I have the capability of doing this.
Yeah, that's
know?
important. Like you gotta see it.
Yeah.
And then goals too. Like setting goals for yourself can help you like know what you're working towards, knowing that the goals aren't gonna stay there forever. Like you gotta keep moving them, but having goals that you can say like, okay, I'm working towards this, whether it be like 3-4 days working out a week, or like, you know.
There you go. Yeah.
Keeping this diet for like these amount of days, and then taking this cheat day this day, and then something like that.
So like a game plan.
Yeah,
You are such
game
a
plan.
you're a big.
Game plan is important, man.
Yeah.
That's definitely important. I feel like we've been talking about a lot of food examples, but like money isn't a big example too. Of like
That's true.
when you're gonna spend money and how you spend
Oh
your
my
money,
goodness.
and it's like,
I'm learning that
you know,
currently.
like-
No, yeah.
Cause
Sometimes you just gotta say no. That's a
Sometimes you
huge
gotta
thing.
say
Is you
no.
gotta say no.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm having to learn to be like, okay, I'm not gonna go to this, or this, or this, or this,
Right.
even though it costs this XYZ amount of money, even though it's only $5 here, $10 here, $20 here. It's like all that stuff adds up.
it does.
And so you gotta be like self-disciplined and be like,
Yeah.
I'll say no here, but I'll have to go to this because maybe my homie's in this or whatever. But then you say no to like the little itty bitty things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a process.
It is a process.
But you know, just keep going.
Yeah, that's your motivation for it. Just keep going.
Just keep going.
You gotta keep
you know,
going.
Whether you're on a great run.
You hope you're taking the
Or
biblical example, the race.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. It's like whether you're in the moment, you find yourself in a moment right now where you have momentum and like you're in a good rhythm, or if you've fallen off and you find yourself needing to get back on, or you're trying to get on for the first time, just keep going. That's the key. Is like the time is
That's
always gonna
such
be
an
moving.
important thing. A lot of people will just give up after they failed the first time.
Yeah.
It'll be like, okay, I got this goal, and then when they can't, when they've fallen short, or when they, you know, go back to what they used to do, they're like, well, it's no use. I might as well just go ahead and go back. But it's like, no, you gotta like be persistent. That's the main thing about being self-disciplined, is you gotta be persistent and know that you're not gonna get it right every time. Even if you've been doing it for months. You know what I'm saying? Like like I said, I've been going to the gym solidly for months, but I still have those weeks where I like barely go. It doesn't mean I'm like, well, forget the gym. Like, forget all the hard work I did, because you did all that work. You don't want to just throw it away, or even if it's just been a week's worth of work. A week's worth of work. Ooh, say that 3 times.
I know, right?
Then people give up because they're like, oh, well, I did whatever. No, be persistent. That's a huge thing.
Yes.
You got to keep going.
Amen.
Yep. Well,
that's all I have. Follow me at Seaux Chill, SeauxChill.com. All the things.
All the things.
Thanks for having me, Mishy.
Yeah. What do you got coming up in
Man,
November?
Well, you know, I'm going to China.
I can't. This China thing. That's in like 2 months.
Yeah, November I'm going to China. So and be expecting some new music from me when I get back from China. So that's where I'm going right now.
Okay, so tell us all the social media handles, all the Spotify things, because he's a musician.
Seaux Chill, everything Seaux Chill.
Spell so, because what if I type S-O chill? Am I gonna find you?
You're not gonna find
okay.
me. No. You gotta do SEAUX. Chill. That's SEAUX. Chill.
Chill.
So,
on everything.
Everything. Twitter, Facebook,
Instagram,
YouTube, like that's me. Website, SeauxChill.com. Like,
sign up for the updates. I got those
sign
updates
up
in
for
my
the
email,
updates.
by the way.
Yeah. I'm working on all the things. So trying to make some stuff happen, shake up the game. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Homie, thank you.
Absolutely.
Yay! We'll see you guys next week for Motivational Mishy Mondays.
Yeah.
Next Monday. Love you guys.